Bishop ne Sivo ne Messiah ne
What to me?
Me can't not say and commissionia je Liverpool Madrid bi anka mepe. Je buy team no ayako drew na mo de PSG e Paris no mesusuminya bia mepe. But me kasa wi me de dada me ho. Me saso de dada obi a me man sign crash no. First of all, Xavi Kasembi. Na Xavi asem no kan no ya kwa excellence no eno no ba mi na watwade no so kaka. Xavi Kasembi no. Na asesa asem no yabam. Na o can base on the fact that that time no okọ. Me dem Shadrack come here ready kakra. This was Xavier afena na obe free Barcelona ako. It won't be easy at all. They will suffer and they will need patience because it's really a difficult job. The only thing that can save them is winning, whether they have been part of the club or not. We, a manager Xavier, or Casachere Barcelona for any we are seeing, I say, a very, very difficult. On the suffer. Now, the club and the fans be here, I am say ni pano baba to adwuma no so no or what club num as a player so baba prepara so ba adwuma wo fie happen ana oye hoho a wonim ya mamre wonim ya tradition no obehia emre kakra yaw asema Xavi kan ni o na mama ko kan sem bi after game na Hansi Flick after game against Club Brugge no and putting for any din commander or can say we can drop into a low block, stick to our philosophy and improve. When there is no intensity, you have no options in the Champions League. Wait if Hansi Flick. We can talk about changing everything, but I'm not a coach to change like that. We want to play our DNA. We don't want to defend in a low block and win 1-0 on a transition. 3-3 isn't the best result. But we equalized after every goal, and that's one positive. Dear, okay, a small person should say, or no manager, no. Either he would die by the principles than to win ugly.
See, the FN, ya benimu, yin different day, yin city deep, ya beam, and one. Dan say, Abasha Bako, no, because a guy microphone by a to problem. This is the manager. So resources share the ultimate. So ko game no a. Na mbe Johan Cruyff so ka asem we Johan Cruyff me fa the currency wu. Na so yese catch man pro nti me fa the ampro no kasem. O say I would rather win 5-4 than 1-0. So ono so be biem or consider yet obeshow. The most important thing is we're winning. One say kasa say call for the omu sika. At said the link Basa akọ Basa nana form more create the DNA of attacking football, attacking principles. And the 200 and they who say e bia nye ekwan no nyina ne de nanam create the 200. It's yenye bibi kakra. But that hasn't been the case. Johan Cruyff no attacking football dream team Pep Guardiola or building a Pep so ne mo all ba Flick me nyina ne mo no. Ono no say up 6-5 up 7-6 score line no I say 1-0 enu bi da Flex so e ka ho asem no when I catch Hansi Flick say omo low block. I want to understand which Barca fan I catch Hansi Flick say at a blink of an eye so Chicobo low block Kotenachi who what everybody is demanding and they say better football. And what is better football? Better football, they say, you defending ye, you attacking ye. Balance. You attacking ye, you defending ye. So your high line assembly.
There be. What does high line focuses on? High line, what does that focuses on? A full attacking gear. High line is only a full attacking gear. No, without the ball, what do you do? Without the ball, no catch your players. And say, and you want to time also so answer about town offside. Yeah, who wins you the back the ball? Who recovers the ball back for you? Oh, really? It's apart from say, yeah, must space na ba can see abada any goalkeeper in them. na opponent na anya intelligent and not quite offside na referee na and I FIFA je ball na dia maye no there's no other defensive principle for Hansi Flick. Is that the case? Oh, that should never be the case. Sana buying na buying sana mo na.
So Barcelona under Pep na this high line na this high
Ho na den komena kudu no Barca under Pep no they defended by keeping the ball.
Okay.
They defended by keeping possession. And no what that 30-second principle no kaya olu so ball within the next 30 seconds. Na body crab asafo no. It shadow body crab na pepa you chase shadows thereby wearing you down. Body say be do how we junior 30 seconds no massage ball. Is that what we see? Okay, Shadrack and Mohamed Kakra. Makame say Barca Champions League way and run America can
previous. Already can say this season Barca and count.
No.
Like let me tell or more expectation. I'm the more answer was it.
No, yeah.
Do you still stand by the kind?
Yeah. Now it looks even more clearer now. Your Jim no. This is Abri, as I saw what maybe I say. Look, high line no but I'll tell you something. In the high line defensive principle no sebe facha me e de nyansa for nebo Eric Garcia, Arojo, Kubasi. Without the ball none of them is intelligent.
Wow.
Without the ball none of them is intelligent. High line no there any tackle any interception any block. It's just a matter of movement. And no, look at this. What if them go where you go? I've always been saying it say every goal be able to net be a goal you considering the sequence. Shadrack man hold it here. Every goal. Okay, Shadrack you know how say I shed ya the one you see. On from call Elche Barca winning Elche say 2-1. 1 no buy no. Shadrack you say goal no me super sport for no e build up no. Barca site no post but much bit to super sport for the Shadrack one final emra. Look at where they lost the ball. Look at the last line of defense for Barca. And how one pass it be cracking the defensive code.
Also need speed.
Look, we know ya hunu infinfi ho shad fire ko infinfi ho. We 2-1 Barca winning La Liga game. Rafa made a share goal we say. This is a very close reverse angle. Or the ever ko infinfi ho. Me pen infinfi ho the be Barca lose because there we have the full spectacle of what happened. And do you know why in the game of chess you move queen first no? What bafia how many do you see? A comba fear near your announcement. I didn't cry them bad see. But do you know in the game of chess why the queen is always moved first? So we are going to say, oh, me person should go. What happens against your team without the ball? Without the ball no means you have some fear from the position. I would know. Shadrack and Mwame because one person to Sophie. That one go no kwano. One no me pe one go no. And you know, Hansi Flick me penasam or yeah juma. But the defense way no and the most dangerous thing here they say, baby Barca drew last year no impo afio ahwe mun drew. Baby Barca drew Champions League last year.
Last season. Barcelona drew the semis.
Yeah. Barca drew semis afi.
Wow.
Go now. But the key point I'm person make who I'm say Barca can never reach the furthest point of the Champions League with the defense. Now make and crying so. Because the coach is never willing to change the principle. He's never ready to change the principle. Look, asking about body. PSG body. I will say somebody defense and they don't defend. Look, Anunye. Shut up, there. Now go back. Go back, Coca-Cola. So my catcher say, even in the Premier no, my catcher most of the players say, chance now the member be chema show no. What the comments to actually, yeah, then to be show 5. Chance now the member me 5 from me should be a 1 no. What do they say 5 chances man Messiah? Be a better 5 in now. This is the Elche game. Go out the toilet no should be a far body free, should defensive line no be an war and the response from the goalkeeper. Never compare the see and run home. It has always been the case. Barca lose ball no only control BIB. Shall I continue connect to crabbing count? And Look at this.
Elchifo area.
Na fan radio ni mesi so. Say ya no ye my o check TV nim to ode we besi. Shadrack nya be my.
That's all we post mortem when you abre.
Yo, this defense Champions League. No, they are not watching buying. On share PSG, on share Arsenal. Arsenal de Mikel Merino share say.
Yeah. 3-1. 3.
Mikel Merino. Midfielder. Now apart from goals, so much almost also defending. Yow, share this scene now who TV see. Shadrack Fanko see radio. So you also Fanko see Inter Milan last year, you know. Maka how many defenses?
Inter Milan last season, say Barca conceded 7 goals for Inter.
And America the you free last the crack exit.
About 4-3.
Yeah. Now Fanko see one more. So yeah, this is the reality. Barca team no ha without the ball. They can be much exciting and I want to say pone baby. But the only piano, regardless of the strength of the position. And also club like ya here for the Champions League who club open so do adwene busa club ebedru. Bruga. Here for the do adwene busa ebedru. But she speed and you na Shadrack I know. Yeah. The last 2 games for Barca
similar.
The last 2 games for Barca. And even cracking the offside code on F4. Cracking the offside goal. No. You don't need intelligent attackers. Club Brugge and then Elche. Attackers better more cracking defensive code.
Mr. Mo Facebook for na mo say mo nya video mo fan share na copyright. E ba sa o be san strike in page no. I na san atwe edwumede no kwa che mo fan share mo daroma. But say na o mo ye pictures in motion. Say the be ya mo benya the clear picture of the Abia Newton Ekano. New yanto aso.
So yaw Mr. Basafo we die nyina na do team no ntimi modern say dem ho last year no. Last year they gave us shades of good performances.
Henry Nyako say the strikers are not helping the defenders. The strikers should press. When they press, it will make the opponent mad for them to play, sorry to use this word, foolishly. By Yamal, don't press. Rashford is bad. And Ferran is helper and a killer at the same time.
What did they say?
Henry Nyako.
Shadrack and Famenko Barca PSG Champions League this season on Famenko. Oh, you see the word pressing, but the pressing they Kasim.
Okay.
Shadrack and prepare to look. Hansi Flick Jumana warrior no. Opposite defend. But the code of the Highland I say you defend from top. And not tell me Busa why the Queen is moved first in the game of chess, you know. Busa was asking no. If you don't want to press from top, you are doomed. If you are not ready to put the pressure up top, you are doomed. Lamy, Lewandowski, Frank Torres, Rashford, Dani Olmo, Olmo putting pressure on the position. Pep Guardiola 30 seconds rule, no, it doesn't exist in the DNA of Hansi Flick. And so no, a person about high line. High line now, but say space in our field, and so and number 2 they are fighting for on the field. And number 2 no, the spaces and the ball. When you have the ball, you look for spaces. When you don't have the ball, you still look for spaces. If you don't have the ball, but spaces in that whole back line and the goalkeeper and the you can see the more position. Then how do you want to defend? Shadrack or PSG because of the wet press now we use in Intero. Barca PSG game no. Look at the Quenya Mendes far ball no best in the firm. Kubasi got 1 pound defense on the ball. You saw that goal.
Hakimi Diano so cross at the Kolema. How many times this season?
Yeah. Omo games to do na some I
want to be bow no crown be bow for winning game. Just go back and watch.
Yeah. The intensity you should have won this game.
Karabagwa or some mess. Go back and watch.
Maresca should have won this game, yeah.
It's not me say or the new media robot time bomb so.
The be on the time bomb so baby yeah. Is there more Champions League na PEPL.
And no manage the mama kasa say. What here?
Why?
By Club World Cup champions, pa we are seeing na mo na we champion pa na mo bre o Karabag sa no se de hu.
Da we dey hu trophies so. We bet me apam no na china here.
Mo bet me apam no there.
We now every club no track record.
But I think say on a more serious note new obi to set toss in the heart to a very difficult Sase. Yeah, Sase.
Tossing. Defender.
You see, there are certain attackers that if you have no knowledge about and you meet them, sometimes it becomes difficult for you. Ya onye tosi na dara bia we mu an bobo ya club world cup do maybe no man e bobo de mamu. Enyo man an e bobo. There's stories James. There's says makukurera. E wo game. Enra mo says Kai said who are mimitian mo gidi say we asim no ye ka DMs near rank DMs ah. Top 3 there are the Moises Caicedo baby shame. He was part in that particular midfield. Sanchez ne die.
You said get him what you say?
Yeah. I think for Maresca, Chelsea can't get all of these players for you. Na untimi enye bibi mfa ho mfa nya results e won chen fa madia, then there will be pressure on you. Yeah, I was already on nya results. And I think this weekend so no a game against Wolverhampton Wanderers, I very likely say coach Crown on Messi
Clifford Cheba was every day sack.
Every day sack him there.
Yeah, but Pomonia Mosca.
Sack him here. You see, Hansi Flick had dinner. Yeah.
No, get build your points in the way.
How many points, baby?
EPL and our Champions League.
Yeah, when your Conference League go, we also be in any.
Run to me.
Mobile ko phone ko share Villarreal and Rano.
Yeah, but Basa.
There be Basa. Pafos.
Pafos the 3 points ne be 5 goals.
Oh, say ya na Okafa Kwarabago.
Basa so mo me Chelsea or bridge so that market here.
Oh, somebody
because in the big games.
Oh, yeah, away.
Highline way.
More strategy am de be so.
Kana chomo fa ho a.
E hon kwa de me support Chelsea. What dey mean to me ni hitamo.
Basa again be ma dala start no gina mo defenders no de ahoden.
We gina wa ikubasi. Bayaw. Hansi Flick yesi kind of crash down for na men say down for. Ye wo ye no. Easy. Yaw. Okuni mu ya den dia mana o mana ni na ho.
We go see a former legend.
Also untie say untie because
also nya chiri we from animu ba vivi.
Yeah, I think it's either you are pressing or you are not pressing at all. You see the game of pressing yaw. O ye na dantemu a obre. So it's either you are committing to the press or you are not. The moment you commit to the press, then you need to be perfect. Especially with your high line, with Tobi involved, you need to be perfect. It's either you are doing it or no. So for now, people are seeking for adaptation. He also believes that Barcelona DNA ni kwa so set back. But what the Barca DNA ni kwa so set back. I would take an interview in nkomo na odi na new. Then I be say there be press Abama na so.
Barca yenkogu achire.
Obi aka se kogu achire.
But press Abama na so. Bayaw.
Oba Stamford Bridge Barca obegu achire.
Baby a Barcelona boy. I'm not saying say Samri na be determine say Barcelona be GBB na won GBB. Especially when it comes to the Champions League. Many new year na fa ko say Champions League ye mundu baby a. Baby a du ye mundu baby.
Ebedu mo na bi akopa mu nyina aba.
Na say bebedu mo. Rafinha ne
Prado e fit.
Ne Pedri mu nyina na bi enu so no maba.
Hey, give me the we are
na Pedri mu nyina na obi aso so atimi aba. So very important, but I think for Hansi Flick, things are not in the right. But Spain for Nankasa, ni benya daja be discuss yomo. Abe di omo hun komo pe. Quite results are fast so bad because for Villarreal to lose to Pafos, Barcelona to lose to draw against Club Brugge. Or say Real Madrid losing against Liverpool. All of these things are very important. Say Hansi Flick Juma one. But Barca, I think so for now the results are not going in their favor. And the pressure be Hansi Flick so pressure be Hansi Flick so far and you start deliver yeah
conclude we
was it my man
you meet Arsenal United
oh and the midgidi ba Amorim so much detail no go defend ya ball
I've come over in by money amad kwa
o say